Before we get into today's video, I just need to remind everyone I'm not a financial advisor. Please take everything as entertainment only.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.
What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy, Hold, Sell. I hope you're all well. Today's video is an update on a stock that I have covered several times on this channel now. It's a stock that I've picked about 3 months ago. Was the first sort of stick the toe in the water and has been nothing but good to me. The stock is American Battery Metals, or soon to be American Battery Technology. Ticker symbol ABML. I covered the stock about 4 weeks ago now, and we're just going to go over some of the recent high-level coverage of some of the news articles that are out there. We'll have a quick look at the charts as well and why I am so bullish for ABML. But before we get into all that, guys, if you can like, please subscribe, grow in this channel. Really do appreciate all the feedback I'm getting, and if you do have any feedback, please leave it below in the comments section. It's very much appreciated. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, in my previous video we're talking about this. American Battery Metals enters into a 15 million registered direct offering with single institutional investors. So they had done the offering of $1.65 or over $2 a share now. So that was a tidy bit of business that person got in on. But that's just a way of registering more, getting more money on board to be able to allow investments. I had no problem with that. I shared that on my Instagram at the time, and for anyone that did see that. Then we had this. American Battery Metals Corporation enters into contract purchase 8 acres of land in Sparks, Nevada. Fantastic, guys. American-owned lithium-ion battery recycling technology and advanced extraction company with extensive mineral resources in Nevada, which is the process of changing its name to American Battery Technology Company, as I stated, is pleased to share that it's entered into a contract purchase of 8 acres of land in Sparks, Nevada. The property is located very close to Tesla's Gigafactory, guys. So I've talked about the Gigafactory in Tesla. I've talked about potential for connections. I've talked about Biden and his great plan of clean energy and all this, and the money and the grants and the tax allowances. It makes sense to me, guys, but look, it's nothing concrete. I wouldn't be pinning any hopes on that there, but there could be potential there for a deal maybe with Tesla, who knows. The new land acquisition provides the company with additional flexibility in building out facilities required to store and recycle lithium batteries. Another article came out was this. American Battery Metals Corporation hires Tiffany Mooring, previously directed corporate communication initiatives at Waste Management Inc. So they've brought in more expertise, guys. She came from Waste Management, where she directed corporate communication initiatives, expertise in social impact, media relations, executive visibility, stakeholder engagement, traditional social media operations strategies, and crisis communications. It goes on then to talk about their involvement, but I believe that she's been brought in just to heighten the expertise in the PR side of things to really get this thing growing, better stakeholder engagement, all that good stuff that she's proven to have done. She's now brought in, so they're just bringing more expertise in. Again, like everything of the other articles that we talked about, growth, expanding, looking to the future. Perfect, exactly what you want to see. If we go on to this then, American Battery Metals Corporation, ABML, stock down after receiving approval for lithium recycling plant. Now it going down, we're not looking at the chart because this article is over like 10 days old, so we're not bothered looking into that. But what does it mean? Although the CUP does not signal the end of the process, the Commission's unanimous consent signals continued progress and is a strong sign that the plant will eventually be approved. Final approval will be a huge milestone for the company as they seek to build their first lithium battery recycling pilot plant, which would help solve the increasing supply of battery metals in the US. Brilliant news. Being a quantity surveyor, I kind of have an idea of how application process takes, tender queries, all of that stuff. So very high level, we don't know, or I am not aware of anyway, how detailed the plans are. I would assume that they've the plans and everything's in place and the application is being made, and that will be reviewed and then granted, but there could be queries back on that. It could lack detail, you don't know, but to give a time scale, anywhere between 3 possibly even 9 months. Again, not knowing the USA sort of protocols, but I know that if that was in the UK, it could take anywhere between 3 to sort of 9 months for an application of that to go through. 3 months being all detail, everything submitted is fine, and it's a tick box exercise. 9 months, there being issues back and forth. 6 months as a rough average, especially on the back of the pandemic, for a time to get that through. So that's a huge, big catalyst, guys, that is in the pipeline, and I don't see any reason why they won't get that grant and a permission and approval. So you've got something there that will get this share price going. Especially, it's weird though that this says it's pulled back, but the share price is probably baked in this already. What it will be doing probably now is baking in this approval, so be wary of that. It might be a case of buying the rumor, selling the story, although I'm not selling. I think there's other catalysts, but just be wary of that. This is something that the stock price is probably going to start baking in if it's not already have done that. So the big news, the news that I'm really talking about, the reason that this just took a recent rise, is the big news sending American battery metals climbing. Today, investors of American battery metals are seeing a lot of green. Shares of Abml stock are up 18% at the time of writing, on a very high volume. Approximately 12 million shares have been already traded, daily average of less than 5 million shares. Yesterday, American Battery announced that it applied to list on the Nasdaq exchange under the company's current ticker symbol ABML. Guys, it goes on here to say then this move, one of the market appears to be cheering. Since trading on a penny stock for much of the 5 years, ABML has surged over this year well over $1, over $2 now. According to bullish investors who are hoping for the company to become part of the Nasdaq or jumping on board. Coincidentally, American Battery Metals is looking to change its name, as I said about, so they're going to do that as part of this listing. So I see no reason for that not to go through, guys. That is going to be huge when that goes through. And again, another catalyst for the next 6-9 months time, maybe sooner, but be prepared for that kind of time. Let's have a look at the charts. If you put up the charts here, you can see around the 26th of January, guys, is when it had this absolute peak in and around the $4 mark, slightly higher. If you look at the top of the candle chart, I've sort of started buying in and around 150, 160, 170, 140, going up and down over the last few months. And then we've got a recent high of £2.40, up 12.5% yesterday through Robin. I don't know what way it's going to open, but I do imagine with the tax year ending last week, and I sort of called that there would be a bit of a follow-up rally for a couple of weeks. I suspect that whether it be tomorrow or today, it will continue to rise over the next week naturally. So I would expect from today it to be up over the course of the week. Looking back on it, we can see there's a bit of a channel there developing. And now it looks like we're kind of breaking out of that. If we can finish up strong today, for example, that should be us out of that channel and then pushing up to the higher. And if it gets the Nasdaq and gets approval for the property, then I see absolutely no reason why you can't double this from 230 and go right up to $460, $5 a share. So this is really exciting news, really, really, really good. Well, guys, look, that's the video. Great news from ABML. Very positive, very exciting. Nothing needs more to be said. It is all positive. It is all good, guys. The stock price is looking good, up 12.5% yesterday. Need I say more, guys? Please leave your comments below. Are you investing in ABML? What's your plans with ABML? Do you share the same sentiment as me that I believe this has got legs for days? That Nasdaq listing. Lovely jubbly, guys. It really does have the potential to take off. So yeah, please like, please subscribe, and grow on the channel, all that good stuff. Check out the links also down below. You'll get the discount codes for if you're thinking of buying some crypto, 10% off of Binance, free trade, free shares. There's even a new trading platform that I'm trying out called Comex, all to do with day trading. All that good stuff is down there, guys. If you are doing any of those types of things, you might as well have a look. And until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Get me on the Instagram, BHSDMV. Peace.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.